And first let me say, Mr. Chairman, we appreciate your service to the country and your continued commitment to folks in the State Department and going to other countries during times of need. I mean, you have been there. What we're saying, many things we're saying is like, look, we didn't agree with the Biden administration on many things. There were many things that we didn't agree. And we had these hearings already. These DEI hearings were occurring for 2 years when you guys had the 118th. But at least when we disagreed with the Biden administration, we were like able to say it. You can barely find a Republican who's willing to come out and disagree with the current administration. At least in the House, I mean, a couple senators have come out and talked about the tariffs. I barely can find a Republican to come out and talk about the tariffs. I mean, can you imagine if President Biden did anything that caused the stock market to go down 7,000 points? I mean, they would show like 500 pictures of different basements trying to find out where President Biden is, okay? There is a lot to talk about of what's going on right now, a lot to talk about, right? And Republicans should feel okay to defend those things. If they believe in them, then they should be able to defend them. But there's not a single committee, subcommittee, or main committee talking about anything that is going on now. It's all backwards. It's all looking backwards. I mean, the president came in and said we're going to solve the Ukraine war on day one. That hasn't happened, right? That war's still going on. In fact, Putin is the one who just turned down a ceasefire, right? We should be talking about that. We had battle plans, attack plans, whichever adjective, verb you want to use, leaked on Signal. We talk about trust with our allies. I mean, that undermines trust with our allies. We have tariffs. We're tariffing friend and foe alike, the whole world. That undermines trust and credibility. And that doesn't mean that there isn't bipartisan support to try to fix supply chain. As someone who was the emergency management director during COVID, our supply chain is broken. Democrats and Republicans in the Trump administration and the Biden administration spent $8 trillion after COVID, didn't fix anything in the supply chain. And so, yeah, we do need to figure out how to onshore some of our manufacturing back. But the execution of this is crazy. I mean, that's why you're seeing people within the Trump administration fighting with each other in this Peter Navarro, Elon Musk stuff. You're seeing some of Trump's ardent supporters, billionaires, coming out and attacking the administration. Everyone understands we got to onshore jobs, but to tariff the whole world at the same time, to crash the stock market when that was clearly going to be a repercussion, these are things we should be talking about. There was a lot, and you know how I like boards. I bring boards sometimes. When President Zelensky came to the White House, right, to talk about trying to bring the conflict to an end. We heard a lot about what he was wearing. Oh my God, the precious Oval Office. He didn't wear a suit. I mean, here's a picture of Kid Rock in the Oval Office. He looks like he's about to jump over 10 buses, okay, when he's done on the White House lawn, okay? So, give me a little bit of a break. Okay, we can put that down now. I think that picture solves itself. But what else are we talking about, right? Oh, Canada, they're going to be the 51st state. I'd love to have a hearing on that, right, to figure out how many people want to make that happen. By the way, if Canada were to become the 51st state, it'd be the last time we had a Republican president. It'd be the last time the Republicans ever controlled the U.S. House of Representatives, because between California and Canada, you'd have a lot more Democrats. We heard that we're all going to vacation in Gaza. I mean, are you guys excited to go vacation in the Riviera of the Middle East? We've been treating Canada and Greenland for the first 3 months tougher than we were treating Iran. I'm glad now that we're focused on Iran. I'm glad that we're moving strategic resources there. It is an opportunity to talk about Iran. But we've been tougher on Europe for the first 90 days than we were on Tehran. And so there are lots of things that we can be talking about, Mr. Chairman, things that we haven't yet talked about, things that Republicans should feel comfortable in defending if they believe in them. But we're going back to hearings we've already had, not just in this committee, but a number of committees. And so that's why we're bringing it up. Mr. Chairman, my time is elapsed, and I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranking Member. We will now go to a second round of questions. I will just state for the record that in order for us to move forward as a nation, we must understand the mistakes of the past. And while this is just our first hearing, I think it is apropos for us to go through the past so that our next hearings can focus on how do we actually resolve key issues. But we did talk about oversight. The role of oversight is also how taxpayer monies, us as good stewards, are being utilized. And I think that we have seen where the offices of DEI, utilizing the 2 million and 7 million and 10 million and continuing to go up in numbers, could have been better spent on things that we all care about. Stopping the Iranian regime from nuclear power and allowing it to be a democratically elected free Iran. Stopping Russia's aggression, making sure that it's territorial sovereignty, and stopping China's continuation of its advancement towards a one-nation unification towards Taiwan. So I'm with you 100%, and we all share that sentiment.